So, what? There's not much. I haven't read my fourth book, Via America, and Via America really. Hey guys, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I shouldn't be this happy because the last installment of this video, the 5 books that I wanted to read in October, ended very badly. I will talk more about it in my October wrap-up, so maybe until then we can just talk about the 5 books that I want to read in November. Yeah, I'm not giving up anytime soon. I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right and then keep doing it the right way. Of the books that I'm reading in October, I'm pushing one of them to November because it is part of the 10 books that I want to read in 2018, and there are 4 more books like that to go, and I hope that I'll be able to get them done in these 2 months. But before that, let me talk to you about the 5 books that I want to read in November, because December is a long way off and I hope that I'll be able to get these done. The first book that I want to read in November is Jeffrey Archer's A Prisoner of Birth. This is as part of the Jeffrey Archer Readathon that's being conducted by Pan Macmillan India. This is in honor of the release of Jeffrey Archer's latest book, Heads You Win, that releases on 1st November. Jeffrey Archer is one of my favorite authors of all time, and I normally wouldn't need a reason to read his books. But now that the readathon is going on, and since Heads You Win comes out very soon, I thought, okay, I'll just pick a book from my bookshelf. You've seen my bookshelves that Jeffrey Archer has written, and then I'll also participate in this just to honor the man. And yeah, it helps that I haven't read this book yet and that I've heard so much about it that I just want to go ahead and get started on it as soon as possible. But yeah, of course, this is part of the 5 books that I want to read in November, so I'll start it on the 1st of November mostly. I forgot to add that this readathon ends on November 5th, so maybe I'll be able to finish it within those 5 days. I hope so. The second book that I want to read in November is one that was part of the 5 books that I wanted to read in October, but I didn't get through with, and that is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I really wanted to read this book, and I had also done all the preparations for it. As you know, before I start reading a book, I cover it in newspaper and all that stuff. But then again, things happened. October was a very slow month for me, and I simply couldn't get to picking this book up. But I know that I should pick it up as soon as possible because there's not much time left in the year, and I need to get through those 4 books as soon as possible. But I'm thinking this is going to be a very easy read. Easy read in terms of language, not in terms of content, because I watched the movie and I cried, and I know that a book will have more impact on my thinking. This is one of the rare occasions when I watch the movie first and put the book off for later. One of the reasons for that is that I didn't get the cover that I was wishing for. Of course, this is not the cover that I was wishing for. The one that I was looking for is the book with the yellow cover. I'll put it here so that you know what I'm talking about. And the reason that I didn't get this book is that it was super expensive. I don't mind this either. The third book that I want to read in November is a book that everyone's been going on and on and on everywhere because of the release of the last book in this series. It's a long ass series in my opinion because 8 books? Really? Anyway, the last book in the series is called Kingdom of Ash, and it released recently, and I haven't read this series yet. So my third book of November is going to be Throne of Glass, the first in the Throne of Glass series, obviously. I have heard very split reviews about it, mixed reviews about it, and I don't know if I'm going to like it. I hope I do. And since this is fantasy, and I haven't read a fantasy novel since Children of Blood and Bone, I think, and that was about 3 months ago. So I'm really very excited to read this book. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this. I hope I like it, and that's all. The fourth book that I want to read in November is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I received this book with this particular cover as a gift from my husband. He got it in from America via a friend who was coming to India. But The Book Thief has been on my list for such a long time that I finally put it on the 10 books that I want to read in 2018, so that I will go ahead and I will pick it up and I will read it. But it hasn't happened in the first 10 months of the year. Maybe it will happen now. It should happen now, or I don't know what I'm going to do. But yes, I've heard only good things about this book, and I don't know, I hope I cry. That is one thing that I never thought I'd ever be saying in my life. I hope I cry. That I can say only when I'm talking about books, and yeah, books. are awesome. I just randomly opened the page and I found this. The fifth book that I want to read in November is Poonachi, the Story of a Black Goat by Perumal Murugan. This was shortlisted for the JCB prize this year and I'm really sad it didn't win, because if it had, I could have gone ahead, read this and said that I had read the winner of the JCB prize. But I'm just kidding. I'm really happy for Jasmine Days by Benjamin, and let's see what happens next year. But I digress yet again, and back to this book. This is just about 170 pages odd long, and if I start reading it, I will be able to finish it maybe in a few hours, 3 or 4 hours probably. And this is another book that I've heard only good things about, so I hope that I'll be able to, enjoy it as much as they say it is enjoyable. So those are the 5 books that I want to read in November. I don't usually make a strict longer TBR. I read about 14 to 16 books. This one, like the one in October, I thought I'll do, and I'll try to stick to it this time around. So wish me luck. Do you make TBRs? Which ones do you want to read in November? Do you think you'll be able to get through your TBR, or do you think, like me, you won't be able to do it? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, you know what to do. Please like it and share to spread the word. And if you like my content, go hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so that you can get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.